We live, baby, we live. Let me let the room fill up. Let me give my shout outs like I do. Yes, sir, we live. Martin Silver in the building, baby. Martin, we got to get you on the split screen live, dog. We're going to have to go over that Cardinal Spellman pass you gave me when I ended it at the buzzer. Yeah, I ain't forget that, man. We got to get that out there. Let me know when you ready, man. Salute to everybody. This is the quick shout out moment when I get, prepared for the show, y'all. Yeah, I ain't forget that, man. We got to get... Yeah, I'm wilding out already fucking up. Give me a minute, y'all. Keep coming in. We're going to start the show real soon. Matter of fact, let me start putting the music on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big Hump in the building, baby. I see you. Ernest Vega. Salute to Bobby Schmurder, baby. 7-year bid. Just came home. I got to represent the young boy, baby. I'm going to get right with y'all. Give me a minute.
Jello Beats, holla at me.
Give me a minute, y'all. Bobby Schmurder beat that not beat the 7-year bid, completed the 7-year bid, did time for his man. Much respect to the young man, man. Salute to Bobby Schmurder. Felix Casino, I see you, baby. It's going to be a busy show. We got the Yankees, the Lakers, Tiger Woods, dumbass, all that shit. Just give me a minute, man. I fucked up, Ryan. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute, y'all. I promise y'all, I got y'all right now. Oh, man. I fucked up, man. All right, here we go. Give me 1 minute. Have your questions ready, y'all. We going all out today. Have your questions ready. Give me 1 minute, y'all. Work with me. I'm by myself. One-man gang, baby. I'm like Michael Jordan in the late 80s, man. All right, here we go. Wow, Bobby Schmurder in the building, baby. Let me lower this right here, because that other me talking mad shit. Okay, who we got in the building? Let me give my quick shout-outs before we get started. G Santana, I see you, baby. Quintana, I see you. Let me call everybody out that's showing love. That's what I do. Yes, bro. Yes. Showing love in Nelly's Barbershop. I appreciate you. Steve Levine in the building. Okay, y'all. All right, let's get started, man. Let me start out with my shout outs. Then we got the show going. Shout out to my little man, Ernest Blackshear. His pop Slick Dog. I told y'all I was coming for y'all. Shout out to Malo Dallo. And everybody up in the joint, man. Everybody that supports the Al York Sports Show. Shout out to all of y'all, man. Okay, Munchie, I see you. Okay. All right, shout out to the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Las Vegas, New York City, LES to the depth. I got to throw that mark there. Triple H everything, Dwayne Beeman. D. Beeman, telling you, man, he's coming hard. 3 more fights, done deal. Credit Fix, never too late to get your credit fix. IG me, inbox me, email me, al.newyork@yahoo.com. Never too late to get your credit fix. Also, Pro Quick Print, go to Instagram, got the t-shirts, custom wear, etc. And if you need advertisement, you need interviews, hit me up. I got y'all for a low rate. Now let's get this party started, man. Tiger Woods. What's wrong with you, Tiger? You just falling off cliffs and shit? Come on. And then the officer's gonna say, oh, but we got evidence that Tiger wasn't impaired. I ain't say he was impaired. What you need to do is go through Tiger's phone and make sure that Tiger wasn't on Pornhub. That's what you need to do. We all know he wasn't impaired driving. Tiger ain't that stupid. But Tiger loves some ass. And if you tell me he's just driving by himself, nobody pushed him over, and he just fall off a cliff, dog, he was at Pornhub. I guarantee you that. But thank God he ain't died. The car rode over a few times. We don't need no other superstars dying. We don't need that shit, man. Kobe Bryant just left us, mega superstar, and Tiger Woods is a mega superstar. So God bless him and all that, but Tiger Woods, please, stay off the Pornhub, man. We need you alive, man. You represent this whole golf shit as a brother, man. Okay, let's move on. March Madness right around the corner. We lost it last year. We're going to get it this year. There's going to be about, my understanding, 8,000 to 10,000 fans, which makes it more real, which telling us that life is really coming back to where we wanted to, slowly but surely. And it feels good to get back to normal because I'm tired of wearing fucking masks, man. I'm really fucking tired of wearing masks, and I'm more tired of fucking forgetting my mask when I go to a store and I go, oh shit, my mask. But March Madness is going to start Thursday, March 18th, the first 4 games. And then the first round is going to go through the 19th and the 20th. Second round, the 21st to the 22nd. And all these games will be played at Mackey Arena and West Lafayette Assembly. Also in Bloomington with Baker Life Fieldhouse and a lot of other Indiana spots that these games are going to be played at. I can't wait for March Madness. Those who know March Madness know this is the greatest event in sports, in my opinion, because it's the longest, it's the toughest, it's one and out. You don't bring your A game, you going the fuck home. Big Ben, I see you, baby. Okay, let me give y'all the top 10 NCAA teams. I'm not going to sit here and spit y'all 20 teams and bore y'all to death. I'm not going to do that to y'all. Gonzaga Bulldogs, 22-0, ranked number 1. These are the AP polls. Baylor Bears, 17-0. Michigan, 16-1 at 3. Ohio State, 18-5 at 4. Illinois, 16-5 at 5. Alabama, 18-5, 6. Oklahoma, 14-5, 7. Villanova, 14-3, 8. Iowa, 17-6, 9. And West Virginia, 10th ranked West Virginia. And like I said, these ranking means absolutely nothing when you go to the NCAA tournament, because you got a lot of teams that we don't know about. The Chicago, Illinois, the Florida Gulf Coasters of the world, the Wichita State. I'm not saying all this year, but all these sleepers come out to play for this tournament. And that's what makes this tournament so unbelievable, that if a top-ranked team don't bring their A game, they could lose to a 4-team seeded or 15 seeded. So you better bring your A game for this March Madness or the top teams. Or not, you going to fuck home. Okay, we got 3 minutes before I get my man on. Let me see who else we got. We got Keith Vega, Georgina in the building. Steve says San Diego, yeah. Yo, another team, San Diego State. Aztecs, they always been good since they had Kawhi Leonard. They're not a sneaky team no more. We see them on the radar, but they can't upset shit. That's a fact. Okay, the Lakers. 1-5 without AD. But there's more to that. There's also Dennis Schroeder out. So I can't really say they can't win without AD when their top point guard's also out. Now, I told y'all in my last video that I don't think LA's out if AD's out for the season. They will compete, and they're not going to be an easy out. They'll be a tough out. They won't be favored to win it all, but trust me, they won't be out, especially with Dennis Schroeder in the lineup, because he's one of the top point guards in the league, maybe top 8th, 10th. There's so many great ones from Dame Dollars, etc. So many, Trae Young, Steph Curry, so many great point guards, but Schroeder can hold his own, makes the Lakers better. And yes, with AD, they'll be favored. Without AD, they'll be underdogs, but I'm not counting that out. We're going to get into that. Me and Vega are going to touch that up. Let me go to other news. I don't want to talk too much on this because me and Vega are going to touch that up. The Utah Jazz are smoking right out the gate. 22-6 for the best record in the league. 15-2 at home, 14-4 on the road. They're third in points per game, 116th. Second on defense. To me, that's the most impressive thing, is that they top 3 on offense and top 3 on defense. So usually when you like that, you definitely a solid team. And, you know, they doing it from both sides of the ball. Donovan Mitchell, Clarkson, Conley, Gobert, Ingles, Derek Favors. Utah's for real, but like me and my man Raymond Gates said, we'll see in the playoffs, because they usually come up short come playoff time. But I think this team here, been together for a few years, got their hearts broken last year, if I'm correct, to the Denver Nuggets. They are ready to roll. I'm not saying they're going to get there, but I can see them in the second, third round, especially with them games in Salt Lake City, which is at home. So salute for the Utah Jazz for starting out terrific, best record in the league. But like I said, in the NCAA, it means absolutely nothing if you don't finish. Okay, E. Vega, where you at? Let's get this popping, man. We got hungry people waiting. Let's give them what they want, man. That's what I do. I like to give motherfuckers what they want. Vega, if you hear me, tap in, baby. Don't tell me you taking another drink, man. Don't do that to me, man. Okay, while he's setting up, let me give y'all more information. Okay, there you go. I knew if I say that, he'll punch in. Give me a minute, guys.
Yo,
What up,
what's
Mr.
good?
Potato Head? This is Ernest Vega, a.k.a. Mr. Potato Head. Yo,
What's
Vega,
good,
real
fam?
quick, peoples are hungry. I know you in DR, it's your last day.
What's good?
Safe travels. Oh, you leaving tomorrow. Safe travels when you get back to New York, New Jersey, wherever you going. We need the big head on the show. You like my Muppet on the show, dog. You a funny ass motherfucker. But listen, let's get started. The people is waiting. Big rumors about Russell Wilson leaving the Seattle Seahawks. And when I first heard it, I said, Pete Carroll ain't gonna let this guy go. But I don't even think it's up to Pete Carroll no more because Pete Carroll already said that he's in rebuilding mode. Russell ain't with that. Russell's a winner, always been a winner. You ain't putting a product out there for him to win, he gonna be out. And today, he mentioned 4 teams that he'd be willing to go to. Las Vegas Raiders, Chicago Bears, New Orleans Saints, and of course, the magnificent Dallas Cowboys. Woo! I want to hear your take first before I give them the business. Talk to me, man.
You have to hype up your Dallas Cowboys, I see.
Oh, baby, we get Russell as a wrap. I'm telling you right now, begin.
Well, you know, and some of the followers that follow you every week know I'm still in DR, but this is my last weekend, and I get to see what I get to see on sports. To me personally, the Bears, I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the Bears, they got history on defense. They're built on defense right now. Not too much offense. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, the best bet is New Orleans because they got both sides intact. You know what I'm saying? Now we all know what we all know is
they ready to win right now.
Exactly. Now we all know America's team, how they say the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones by all means necessary will do what he has to do to get him over there. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I say about the Cowboys is that, Russell Wilson, he'll fit even with the Jets or the Niners, no matter how you want to put it. But with the Cowboys situation, what do we do with Dak Prescott? You know what I'm saying? Do we give up on him already?
All right, can I answer that?
Do you think?
Can I answer that?
Do you think?
What do you think? What do you mean? What do you do with Dak Prescott? You don't fucking sign him. He already said he won like 38 to 45 M's. He won money that he don't deserve. He got Dallas by the balls right now because when he was out all season, they tanked without him. So he got him by the balls. What Russell Wilson brings to the table is that now he ain't got him by the balls no more. And another thing, Russell Wilson, you could get him for a lot cheaper than Dak Prescott, and he's a proven winner. He got a chip, and he got a chip that they stole from him.
Yeah, he's a better.
Butler with that interception late. Should have been 2-0 championship play.
I believe Russell still got more than 3-4 years in him. So it's not like, you're going to get him.
No, Russell got 5 years no matter what.
Yeah, no, definitely. You know what I'm saying? And Oakland will be a good look because you got Gruden, as your head coach.
Las Vegas, get it right, baby.
I keep saying, I still got.
Get it right, baby. We ain't Oakland no more. We Las Vegas.
Even with the Chargers, I still call them San Diego. You know what I'm saying? But the Vegas Raiders, it'll be a good look for him, but they're not. To me personally, they're not fully equipped. You know what I'm saying? Like to win it all, to go to make a run. As far as the number 1 team, if he had to go, I would say the Saints. Second best team, and I believe, as much as I don't like them, I would say that would be a team to beat in the NFC East. And one of the top 2, if not 3 teams, just because he's there, will be the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the controversy
Okay, you
goes,
said the Saints, right?
yeah, the Saints
You
would
said
be my
the
number 1
Saints?
choice. That would be my number 1
Tom Brady didn't retire yet. You know that, right?
No, don't get me wrong.
Tom Brady ain't retired yet.
When
I just want you to know that. Listen. If he go, hold up, Potato Head. If he go to the East, right? Ain't nobody there.
No, of course not. We know that. We both know that.
We gonna clean right through the East. And then who we got to worry about? The 49ers, Tampa Bay. I understand all that. Our offense can hang with anybody. I keep telling you that. You said we had no receivers. We got Michael Gallup, Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb. We loaded.
I like Cooper.
We got Cedric Wilson that nobody know about. Ezekiel Elliott, who's underachieving, but still is a real good back. Our defense, we just picked up the coach from the Atlanta Falcons. I forgot his name. If any of y'all remember his name, say it. Who had the best defense with Seattle before he went and signed with the Atlanta Falcons.
Now, let me ask you something.
That defensive dude's going to turn our defense up. Remember, we got bodies on defense. We just poorly coached. So if Russell go to Big D, it's going to be some issues.
Now, let me ask you a question. Since you mentioned how much defense the Cowboys have and how much offensive power they have, whose fault is it? Is it Dak Prescott's fault? Or is it the head coach's fault? Because why is it that they can't put it together with all that power they got?
No, with Prescott, they put up points with Prescott, but this is my issue with Dak. The game's already over by third quarter. Then he put all these crazy numbers up late. And he's running with that to bargain his chips. Don't be down 31-7 and then you lose 48-45 on some late, prevent defense shit, and you trying to use it. Show that you can get out the gate early, stay with the lead. And if you move the chains early, it's proven your defense is better because your defense gets to rest. Early in the game, Dallas always get lit up with Dak or without Dak. We're the poorest team coming out the gate. Russell Wilson don't play that kind of ball, dog. Russell Wilson moved the chains. Trust me.
That's what you need.
He eats the clock. He'll run for a first down. The guy's super intelligent, big-ass hands. Now, Cowboys line over the year, our offensive line have been disintegrating because we got injuries. Guys that retire like Frederick. We won't get a guy this year. I mean, if we get Russell, we're going to have to give up the 10th overall pick. But trust me, we're going to solidify that line for him. Trust me.
10th overall pick for the Cowboys don't mean nothing, especially when Jerry Jones is running the tables, and he'll put something together to make up for that.
Hold up. Let me answer Martin Silver. He said, "Oh, we got to give up." I don't know exactly because that hasn't been spoken about. But what I would assume, Martin, is definitely like 3 first-rounders, at least for Russell Wilson, and maybe an everyday player. I don't know who. But it ain't going to be one of our stars, that's for sure. 3 first-rounders right now for a 31-year-old quarterback is more than enough because Deshaun Watson's getting off for that, but he's only 25. The guy got 10 years left. Russell got 5 and change left, depending how healthy he stays.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Now, you mentioned how you said, I like how you said Tom Brady. A lot of people forget. Joe Montana, who I still say, greatness, for me, greatness ain't how should I say, ain't based on numbers because I know 5 quarterbacks that got way better numbers as far as Joe Montana's concerned.
Right.
But when you talk about greatness, it's like MJ. It's like Joe Montana. You got guys who got more numbers and say like Kobe got more in scoring. LeBron, when it's all said and done, is going to have more this and that.
LeBron got better numbers right now. LeBron could quit today and his numbers are better than Jordan.
But when you talk about greatness, as far as I'm concerned, it ain't based on numbers. But people forget First year in Kansas City, he didn't go nowhere. And I believe he made the playoffs. But the second year Joe was in Kansas City, they lost in the AFC East. So, unfortunately, in today's game, the way that the game is played, yeah, Brady got to first year in Tampa Bay.
Yo, let me tell you something.
And I'm not knocking him.
You just did yourself a disservice. You said Joe went to the AFC. Tom Brady just took the Bucs to the Super Bowl and won, dog.
His first year.
I don't know what the fuck you saying right now.
No, but I'm just trying to say.
Hold up. And he shined. He didn't do that Peyton Manning shit when they beat Carolina and had something like 13 for 18 for like 121. Brady went to the Super Bowl and shined, bro.
If I had to say now, it's hard for me to say it. Al, it's hard for me to say it. We all know Joe was the greatest. But first year, new team, and you go to the Super Bowl and win, it's hard for me to say that Brady should be the GOAT. Should be the GOAT.
The only reason why I'm holding Brady back, I keep saying it in every show, is them cheating. I'm not just gonna say allegations. I think it's beyond that. I know it's beyond that. The writers know it's beyond that, but the viewers don't see that. They see it as just allegation.
Right.
Bill Belichick and them are proven cheaters. They cheated. Tom Brady's down with that clique. Not only that, he one of the main dudes. Tom Brady's like the only player that'll go to every meeting with Kraft and Belichick, only with the coordinators. Brady got that much juice. Now, they did him dirty. A lot of times they overrode him and didn't let him get players he wanted to get. But at the end of the day, Brady know everything that went on over there. So, to me, he's as guilty as Belichick and them when that went down.
But think about it.
Hold up. That's the only knock I got on him. But beside everything else, he's the fucking GOAT, dog.
He's the GOAT, dog. Right now, I will not even argue. It's hard for me to say now, like, this dude actually went, even though Montana fell short one game to go to the Super Bowl, but it's hard for me to argue now, like, wow, you know what I'm saying? But we also got to understand the way the game has been played and turned around in the era of Brady's football compared to Montana, where today you get hit a certain way, it's a flag or it's this or that, compared to back then, the way the game was played. And that was football back then. You know, but I'm not going to take that away.
When you, hold up, when you say that, I follow you, right? But then, I'm the raw truth, dog. I like Montana. But I gotta protect Brady on this.
No, I'm not going to argue about Brady.
Montana had way better plays than Brady. Montana was loaded for the Tom Rathmans of the world, the fucking Ricky Waters of the world, Freddie Solomons of the world, Jerry Rice of the world,
William Floyd
of the world, Brent Jones of the world, J.J. Stokes, Terrell Owens of the world. He always was stacked. So, and Brady, if you remember, there was a lot of years he had bullshit receivers, journeyman.
I always tell people,
journeyman.
Who's the best running back Brady ever had? And he only had one.
Yeah, he had a couple running backs. I like Fork. I used to like Fork coming out the backfield.
But the best one he ever had was his first Super Bowl, Corey Dillon. That's his best running back of all time he's ever had in the backfield.
Yeah, but you're supporting Brady again.
You know what I'm saying? No, don't get me wrong.
You support Brady.
When it comes to college football,
no real running back, right? Mediocre wide receivers, but still win Super Bowl. He's been in
college
football, half his career's in the Super Bowl, dog.
I'm Michigan Wolverine. So, you know, anybody who played for Michigan, I got their back. So I don't knock Brady. And for what he did in Tampa Bay, I can't even knock him. You know what I'm saying? I can't knock him.
Yo, let me tell you. I had him not going to the chip this year. I said next year. I didn't think it was enough time. And listen, I understand he had all these stars. I understand that. But I just thought with the pandemic, didn't let them, rub off together.
Right.
They didn't have too much time together. They got blown out by the Saints twice. The Rams went over there and violated them. I just thought, like, I didn't even think they were going to get out the first round when the Rams beat them. Yeah, because Brady looked suspect. I ain't see Brady look suspect in that second game against the Saints and the Rams. I never in my life ever seen Brady look that bad.
Right.
And that shows you his greatness, because right after that, they went in that winning streak, and it was a wrap after that. It was over. End of story.
He's in a class by himself. He's in a class by himself. You know what I'm saying? He's in a class by himself. But yeah.
Okay, real quick. Listen, real quick. So we don't overkill. Even though I like this conversation because we could go forever with this shit.
No doubt. No doubt.
Let's jump into the hardwood. The Lakers.
Whew.
What are you seeing right now, real quick? We got about 5 minutes left. Go ahead.
Lakers right now, they're having a little bit of problem. But again, here comes the argument. Who's better, MJ or LeBron? Well, LeBron for this generation is supposed to be on top, which to me, right now, yeah, you know, he's the best player on the planet. But he shouldn't be having these problems.
Not to me, but go ahead.
He shouldn't be having these problems. But at the same time, AD is a big piece of that puzzle. You know what I'm saying?
AD is their best player right now.
Whether he's scoring or rebounding, just presence alone on the court means a lot more than anything else. I said it about LeBron when he was on the court with Cleveland for Kyrie to take that last shot. I say for Shaq being in Miami for Wade to do his thing. Presence, when you're a big-time ball player, a superstar on another level, your presence means a lot more than anything else. And right now, for the Lakers, it don't mean anything because people know, okay, we know the weakness right now. You know what I'm saying? As far as AD not being there, let's take advantage of this team. And the injury that AD has, I believe he might be done for the season.
Yeah, that's speculation on that. But
that doesn't
they're not
mean
really giving us what we want. But it's speculation on that. They say if it is bad, he might come in the playoffs. I don't know if that's going to happen. But you have to talk about the fact that the last couple of games, Dennis Schroeder has been out. Not only AD, Schroeder. So the Lakers are very thin. They asking other people to play a lot of minutes that they're not accustomed to. Right. LeBron, they running him through the ground. LeBron is like the most minutes I ever seen LeBron played in a while. So until they get Dennis Schroeder back, Dennis the Menace, then I could really see if they could hold their own in the West. I think they could. I don't think they come out the West, but they ain't going to get run over. Whoever beat the Lakers with Dennis Schroeder and without AD, they're going to go 7 games. LeBron and them is going 7. But I think with AD, they're the favorites, and they'll win again with AD. But a healthy AD.
If they were to get knocked out, the Lakers, I believe it might be in the second round. It won't be in the first. It might be in the second round. Because we know the next level gets tougher.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, like they said, there's speculations about Drummond and J.J. Redick coming. I believe a big piece that might be good for them would be Blake Griffin in Detroit. Now, just like going into the season in Houston, James Harden wasn't being the same James Harden. You know what I'm saying? Then when he got to Brooklyn, all of a sudden we got James Harden back all over again. So I believe Blake Griffin, if he were to land in LA, his confidence will rejuvenate and he'll be like back to himself to a certain point. But that, me personally, would be big time for the Lakers and not only for LeBron. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up.
What's your take on that?
Hold up. Raul, can't wait for baseball either. Steve Levine, Joe Embiid's playing off the meat rack, man. I don't think I can argue with you, Steve. Joe Embiid is fucking shining right now. But back to Vega, I got another question. We got a couple minutes left. AD, I don't like the Blake Griffin fit because Montrezl Harrell is the 4. You're going to basically have 2 4s. Blake, he's not a proven jump shot shooter. They need somebody like a Tobias Harris. I'm not saying they're going to get him. He's not available. Kevin Durant-ish, somebody that can go outside and hit a jump at from the forward position. You put Blake down there with Harold, it's not good. To me, it's not good. Now, if Kuzma can step up, Kuzma's going to have to step up big time.
It's a team effort. It's a team
After
effort.
3. No, but what I'm saying, if they could get something out of there, because you're not going to match what AD put out. What makes AD so tough, like I told my man Raymond Gates, he could check a Joel Embiid. He could check a Greek freak. He could check a Kevin Durant. Like, AD is just, he's sick with it. Ain't all the way to say it. And he could score on anybody, and he could stretch you from the 3. He's water from the 3, to be honest with you.
Your boy just said about Embiid. I mentioned Embiid about a few weeks ago with you, and I said, Milwaukee, to me, that shit is played out. Embiid is playing like an MVP. Harris is having a great season. You know what I'm saying? And I do personally like the Sixers. Everybody's jumping on that, as soon as Harden went to Brooklyn. But I'm big on the Sixers to come out in the East this year.
I think they're a man short. I think they're playing over their head. I like the acquisition of Steph Curry's little brother, Seth. But he has to prove to me in the playoffs he can hit that big shot. Tobias Harris looked like he found himself. Doc Rivers being his leader is great. Doc got MB playing to his strength.
Yeah, MVP ball.
Yeah, and now they got to get Simmons really going. I still think they are man short, maybe another power forward, maybe another 3. I think more power forward. I mean, you know what? Blake Griffin would be good over there. How about that?
But what
you
do
have
you
Blake
give up?
with Tobias and MB? I like that backcourt.
But what do you give up for Blake Griffin in Detroit?
They don't have to give up much for him.
You know what I'm
if
saying?
If anything, Detroit's trying to unload that contract, so they'll take anything like a 3rd round, 4th round draft pick. You know what I'm saying? They want to unload his contract.
If you can get him for nothing, woo,
they'll
sky's the
basically
limit.
get him for
Sky's
nothing.
the limit. You know what I'm saying?
They'll basically get him for nothing.
And Utah started off a little slow, but yeah, right now, I mean, they're the hottest thing
Best NBA
on the
team.
planet.
Best NBA team. 3rd ranked on offense, 2nd ranked on defense. I think that is exclusively impressive when you can play both sides of the court. They got guys that been there, guys that got their hearts broken, guys that step up in the playoff like the Donovan Mitchell of the world. They need Gobert to step up. Ingles got to step up out of Salt Lake City. Ingles is a beast at home. Out of there, he's suspect. And the key guy that they got that's turning it up day in, day out off the bench is Clarkson.
Right. Jordan Clarkson,
so I think they're ready to make a run. No championship. That's too much. I think they could get to the 2nd, maybe the 3rd round max.
Yeah.
I don't see them in the shit, though.
I mean, we could praise them all we want for the regular season, which they're playing great ball.
Yeah.
But we all know they're going to make the playoffs. Certain teams we know already, no matter where they seeded, they're going to make the playoffs. But it comes down to that second season. It comes down to the second season. Show and prove me what you got. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is.
Ernest Vega. Listen, great. I'm glad we was able to have a clean show. We got rid of that black market shit on the background. Every time you went on, you was like my black market, sports guy. Everybody else got some real crystal shit, but Ernest Vega is like the black market version. What the fuck, dog? Get out from DR, come back to New York, man.
That's that signal going on in DR right now. But for you, for all the viewers, I'll be home Sunday. Hopefully, God bless, everything's safe. And of course, next Friday, we'll be home live and direct with Al York, another episode. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
I love doing this. You bring it out of me, you know what I'm saying? And without you, we can't do no better, you know what I'm saying?
And this is why I do this. This is why everybody that's tuned in, I created this open session so that we can rock together. This is our shit. My other shit I do by myself is me, but this here is our shit. I'm trying to get more people to get involved. A lot of people don't want to be in front of the camera, don't like to be in front street. I understand that. As long as they tune in, I'm happy. For those who believe in your sports knowledge and you want some airplay, I'm ready to give it to you. Vega, safe travels. Have a great weekend. No drinking and driving, my dude. And I'm going to see you sooner than later, baby.
Out to you, the fans. Love y'all all. And like I always say, I know you done said it before, but I want Hunty. I want Hunty to come on at least one time. I got nothing but love for Hunty. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. No doubt. That's my dog right there.
Keep doing what you're doing. Love y'all all. And I'll see you next week back home in the NYC.
Love,
you
baby.
already know.
Love.
All right, baby. I'm going to keep watching.
All right, that's EV, baby.
All right.
EV in the building. Ernest Vega always puts his contributions, especially on the open session. That's why I fucks with him, man. And a lot of you guys, like I said, man, when y'all ready, we can call me up. We can set something up. I would love to bring you out. I wish they did this for me when I was in y'all position. This is why I'm changing the game. I'm changing it. I'm getting the people heard that can't be heard. Just do the math on that. Think about what that means. And with that, Felix Chacino, where you at? Don't let me start another conversation. Okay, let me look through some joints while Felix is getting his shit together. Okay, Martin Silver said that the Knicks need another scorer, probably trade for Oladipo. I'm not too big on Oladipo no more, but hey, it is what it is. He can't score, though. I would admit that. Humpty said getting caught out, ja. Humpty, you know I had your back, baby. Everybody not made for the front street, and I know you like that, and that's why I don't even bother you no more. Long as you keep participating the way you are, God bless you, brother. Let me get this here. Don't go nowhere, y'all. We going baseball. Gutierrez, we going baseball. Okay, he should be coming in any minute. Hopefully we get a clarity. I don't like that bootleg look. I hate it, and I know you guys hate it. There he goes right there, y'all. We call this guy the young old man. This is the young old man, King Felix. What's going on, brother?
What's up, my brother? How's everyone doing?
Oh, man, chilling on my side. The peoples is hungry. Let's get busy. Ben Velasquez, I see you, baby. I see you. Okay, Felix, let's get right to it. Let me just show you this right here.
I hear that. I see
Anybody
that
know that NY, know that represent the New York Yankees, the Bronx Bombers, Stone Burners Clan. Let's get right to it. We're going to start real quick. Where you want to start with? The rotation, the hitters, the pen? What you want to start with?
I'm going to start with, we got a 162-game season, man.
Okay.
So this is what the Yankees are built for. Not that, what is it, 40, 50 games last year?
60 games.
60 games?
And I told you, Tampa, that would benefit the Rays, and they almost won it all. So I call that. Now this is more Yankee baseball territory right here. The length of the season. But go ahead, talk to him.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be 162 games. The key with the Yankees is they got to stay healthy, man. You know, nobody's been more beat up and more hurt and more on the DL than the Yankees the last 3 years. So if they stay healthy.
Story though, every fucking year, bro.
Yeah.
Let's start with that rotation. Hold on, let me give you some names. Of course, you know what we getting out of Garrett Cole. Proven winner. He didn't start well with us, which was kind of, I mean, not really bad because he turned it around. But to have a 9-year contract worth 300 M's, I felt for the first year the struggle was like, wow, we got 9 years of this shit. But he came back, turned the table as expected, ended up terrific for it. So he's solid. We don't know what we're getting out of Corey Kluber. We hoping to get Kluber from like 217, 216 with the Indians, where he dominated the American League in the earned run average, etc. We got to get something. Matter of fact, fuck something. We need a Corey Kluber type season. Then we got Montgomery. I'm telling you right now, he's going to be on the disabled list early. I'm calling it right now. We got Tally on. We don't know what we're going to get out this young guy with a good arm Jamison Talion that we got from the Pirates. He's got a good arm, but let's see what happens. I mean, he's a coin flip. And the guy that you really big on Davy Garcia, you like Garcia. So educate us.
Well, the thing about the kid is that, he's like a Pedro Martinez type of guy, especially,
Hey. Too early to go that Pedro shit.
Well, I'm saying the build. I'm not saying
St. Louis kid. Don't do that.
Listen, I'm not saying
St. Louis, they start talking Pedro, Archer. They start talking Pedro.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
Watch you with Pedro.
I'm not comparing him to Pedro Martinez. What I'm saying is he's got the build of like a Pedro Martinez.
You got to get his name out your mouth. Just say.
Listen.
Just say he reminds you a little bit of him or something. Pedro,
yeah, he's got. Listen, he's not a big guy. He's got five great, good pitches that he can throw. And he's his delivery is deceiving. So when the ball comes out of his hand, it's hard to pick up as a hitter. So, and also, from being from DR, he's Pedro Martinez out there. That's like his son. He's been training the kid. So I mean, I like him. He's part of the rotation as of now on the depth chart. He's like the number 5th starter.
Right.
But I think this year's Yankee team is better than last year as far as pitching. But like I said, the key with the Yankees is staying healthy.
Now, I want you to update everybody before we move on. Update everybody on Silverino and Domingo Germán. 2 big arms that we're going to need in this rotation. You educated me earlier that these guys are going to be out. Talk to them.
Yeah, well, Severino won't be back till like June or July. So, he's part of the plan for this year. So they can get him late. They can get him late in the second half. He can contribute. That's going to be a great arm. You don't know what to expect. You got to remember Tommy John surgery. Usually, it takes 2 years before the pitcher is at 100% or better. Right. So I mean, but to get Severino and he can contribute something in the second half, that'll be nice. As far as Domingo Germán, the kid was the Yankees' best pitcher before he went out. Before he got suspended. So
yeah, he had a good record. Listen, nobody's seen him coming from nowhere.
Well,
I'm not big on that. I'm big on what you do the year after, and unfortunately that didn't happen. But even at that, we can use him as a long relief, kind of like the old Romero Mendoza that we had back in the days. I like Domingo Germán. You can spot him, you can start him, you can long relief. You need a guy like that. But yeah.
But listen, you know how it is. You never have too much pitching. So I mean, these are quality starters that at one time were quality starters, and these guys, being not considered as the top 5 pitchers for the Yankees. I mean, those are 2 guys that can work their way in or can step in when guys are hurt or need rest. But I mean, still, it's about arm. And I think the Yankees, as a pitching staff, they're much better than last year. But like I said, I think Tampa Bay ain't what they were last year. That team is depleted. They lost a lot of pitching.
Well,
they lost a lot of key players.
Snell was huge.
Yep, and they lost him. They lost Morton, to the Braves. They lost a lot of.
Yeah, but they always got guys in the farm system, Felix. You know that. One thing about the Rays.
Listen.
They know when to shift you, and they got guys coming up that we don't know about. Now, maybe Humpty knows, because Humpty over there in Tampa, Humpty got the inside scoop, but we don't know.
Well, Tampa's considered the number 1 farm system again. In 2021, they got the number 1 farm system again. And I think they got the number 1 ranked player. He's a position player in the minors. So
Rosarina from last year, he's good too, but go ahead, buddy.
But I think the team to watch out for is Toronto. Toronto is a up-and-coming team. Plus, they made some moves this offseason. They got Springer from Houston. I think it all comes down to their bullpen and their pitching. But that team is going to be a nightmare.
Name me 2 starters on their team.
I lost you for a second.
Uh-oh, I think. Okay, you there?
I'm here.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. It's funny. I told you name 2 starters and it just froze. That's to tell you that we can't name 2 starters.
We can't name them. Exactly. So, yeah.
You can't win without pitching. Listen, the Blue Jays are going to be a very exciting team to watch. When you got the Bichette Jr., the Biggio Jr. guy, the Guerrero Jr. guy. I mean, these guys' fathers were all great hitters.
They're Hall of Famers.
Passed down to them. Yeah, we know they're going to get passed down to them. Then you get the acquisition of Springer. Oh, my Lord. It's going to be popping in Toronto. Yep. But they got no pitching.
Right. So
can't go without no pitching, man.
No, and you know what? In a long season, 162 games, usually at the end, the weakness of teams they'll get exposed. So, like I said, the Yankees are favorite. They should go out there and win their division. But like I said, it on paper, but they got to do it on the field, man. You know, they got to do it on the field, and Stanton and Judge got to play at least. You know, they got to play most of the season. These 2 guys, you know, hopefully they're not on the DL for a long period of time.
Yo, my man, I seen a picture of Stanton. When you talk about a big dude ripped, I mean, he's ripped. He looked like, I will pray to look like that motherfucker. But this motherfucker can't stay healthy. This motherfucker swing hard. He already pulled something in his left arm. He runs hard at first base. His calf muscles hurt. Yo, what the fuck, man? What's up with all these new fucking developments of these healthy products and all that shit? Why this shit ain't working for these motherfuckers? Yo, and they get injured for nothing. I can see if you ran home, right? And you slid home and you broke your leg or El Presidente hit you in your face with a baseball. But my man, you getting hurt just for running out a double fucking play, dog. This shit is sickening already. He getting $300 million for what?
Listen, like I said, the last 3 years, no team has been more, more hurt than the Yankees in baseball. And you know, I mean, you gotta put the blame somewhere. And you know, as individual players, they gotta come into shape. Not get in shape in spring training. They should be in shape already. But I think the strength coach, the people who take care of the players, there's got to be some liability somewhere, but it still falls on the players. They gotta get themselves in better shape coming into spring training, not get in shape while they're in spring training.
Felix, I don't want to be 22-18. Now I hear Judge is out for a month. John Carlos is day to day. I'm tired of hearing that shit every fucking year, dog. Get the fuck out there, suit the fuck up, and play some baseball. When me and you grow up and watch all these big stomach motherfuckers play, motherfuckers played every game. Am I lying or not? Willie Stardew, Dave Parker, fucking Mike Schmidt, fucking Ron Say. These guys played every fucking game. And these major stars right here can't stay healthy for half a season, dog. Come on, dog.
Listen, when it comes to the schedule, their first 15 games are against American League East teams. So they got to come out. They got to come out the gate. That's one. Second of all, you're right. Why? If you look at baseball back in the 70s, I mean, I never seen so many guys be on the DL or out for a period of time like they are today.
Sure.
And I guess they say speed creates power, but I think the game has evolved where these athletes' body can't keep up with the speed of the game. And I think that's why they pull muscles, they tear things. I never seen more ACL injuries ever than I have in baseball within the last 5 years.
Felix, what you think? We in 2021. All these fucking scientists, everybody with all this fucking internet information, software, new fucking machinery, extra smarter motherfuckers. Don't you think they would have figured this shit out already? Come on, dog. You pulling muscles running out of fucking double play every fucking year? Come on, dog.
Listen,
that's why, listen, I love Carlos when he played with the Fish. He hardly was hurt. The time he really got hurt is, I can't remember, I think Mike fired somebody to hit him in the eye.
Right, he got hit in the face.
Kirby Puckett, El Presidente, similar to that hit by pitch. Okay, that right there, you can't prevent that. You chasing down a ball in left center field that you don't catch and grabbing the back of your fucking leg? I don't want to see that shit no more. I'd rather release that motherfucker. We're going to go through this and pay him. Put Clint Frazier out there. That motherfucker want to play. That redhead motherfucker want to play. Put Frazier out there. You see he'll play. He'll give us 150 games.
Listen, Clint Frazier it will be starting this year. I think he'll be one of the he'll win a starting job in the outfield. But you know what always gets me is that a lot of guys already, spring training has just begun, and you got guys out with a strained elbow. We're already out with these injuries, and I'm like, but they haven't even started yet. But that's the world of our sports today, man.
Okay, we got 9 minutes left. I'm going to touch up a little more, then we're going to go into the NFL. I love the signing of DJ LeMahieu. We did what we had to do. We held serve on that. There's a lot of other guys you like. You mentioned Troutman to me earlier. I think he's a good platoon player. You can stick him in there, especially when these high-quality motherfuckers get injured. You can put Troutman in there. You mentioned Ford. I'm not too big on Ford, but I do love Gio. And these are the guys that, are going to replace our guys when they do go down, and they stepped up last year. Your take real quick.
Well, I'm going to tell you, for me, this is my projection of the Yankee lineup. You got Sanchez catching, Vault at first, DJ at second. You got Gio at third. You got Torres at short. The outfield is going to be Frazier, Hicks, and Judge, and Stanton will be your DH. I think that's the lineup that they'll put out there, if healthy. But, I mean, it's about the guys that are going to make the team. And if, in a 162-game season, you need all, you need more than the starting lineup. You need everybody, including guys coming up from the minor leagues. But I think guys like Andujar, Mike Ford, Troutman, those guys are going to play big parts because, those guys can hit. They can produce. And you're going to need them.
We need Andujar to step up. Andujar, I was big on him. I messed up. I mentioned the name of Adrian Beltre. He reminds me of him. I shouldn't have done that. That's why I stopped you with that Pedro shit. Because every time I do something like that, I kind of jinxed the motherfucker. After that, he got hurt, surgery. They mentioned him in a Shane Bieber deal that I want nothing to do with. Humpty wanted that shit, begged for it. Now, I wish we would have made that deal, obviously, now. Bieber being a top-ranked earn-run average and a starting pitcher, an ace. Without Andujar, he's lost in the sauce. Like, he's one bad year away from us letting him go, basically.
Well, the one thing is that every year is a different year. He's still young. So, I mean, the guy can come in and who knows? He can produce and he can hit his way back into the lineup. You never know. But I think, like I said, I think the key to this Yankee team is Stanton and Judge. They have to stay healthy, and also, very important, Gary Sanchez has to hit.
I was going to mention that, but I didn't want to cut you off. Yeah.
Listen, Gary Sanchez has to hit. He can't be hitting low 200. Listen, I think with
that bad glove, he better hit.
He's got to hit. But I think overall the Yankees got to stay healthy. I think these guys are gonna. I think Torres is gonna have a breakout year. I think Judge. Listen, I think Judge, if healthy, he can hit you 40+ homers. He can have MVP caliber type of season. I think I like I said, I don't see any team in the American League East that's a threat except for Toronto. But because of their lack of pitching, I think as the season goes on, I think they'll fade away. I think the Yankees should be able to run away with the American League East.
I think the Rays find a way to hang on. But you're right. They just, you lose Snell.
Yeah, they lost Morton.
It's hard to really get that back in 1 year. So I got the Yankee. Plus with the longevity of the season.
The longevity, I think they'll pull away.
Now hold on real quick. The bullpen. We didn't cover the bullpen. Zach Green. Darren O'Day might be a key acquisition for us. O'Day,
I tell you this, we got Britton, we got Shaq Green, Lozaga, the kid from Venezuela. I like him. He throws 5 different pitches, all quality pitches. You got O'Day, you got Justin Wilson, Chapman. So I think the Yankees are fine in the bullpen. Hopefully, we don't have to use the bullpen. I think our pitchers and our bullpen has to balance out. It's a long season. The way that the teams were managers managed teams last year, it was for a short season, so you could get away with things and stay longer with certain players. But I think in a long season, it benefits the Yankees because they're deep. So that's why I say the Yankees in a long season, 162 games, they should be able to pull away, and everybody else will be exposed. And I think, like I said, the Yankees are one of the deepest teams in the league. So I think they'll be fine if they stay healthy. Like I said, that benefits the Yankees, man.
Right. Now, real quick, we gave y'all all the Yankee update from starting pitching, relief pitching, to the batters. Now we're going to jump ship. We're going to the NFL. You know how I do, baby. I keep it blessing and moving, baby. The Roonies, Mike Tomlin, whole organization, want Big Ben for 1 more year. Make it quick, I got to get in with you. We got 4 minutes. Right. Why Big Ben?
I'm gonna tell you this. Look, the only choice you had was to bring Big Ben back. First of all, the Steelers don't have a quarterback in the organization the Steelers contend every year. The Steelers are not an organization that you can say they rebuild from scratch. It takes 4 or 5 years. The Steelers got a top defense. They got great receivers, a good offensive line. So what they're lacking is a running game, and that's what killed them last year. Now, you think about it. You bring that team back without Big Ben, they're not going nowhere. They got no quarterback. Big Ben gives them the best possibility, the best chance of winning. And Big Ben, he threw 33 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Listen, for a guy having the kind of surgery he had, that's a surgery that takes 2 years to come back strong. I think it's the right move. I think it's the right move. You bring Ben back, and you know what? The thing that people talk about is that all the other teams in that division, Baltimore, Cleveland, Cincinnati, they got their franchise quarterback. They're 3 years ahead of Pittsburgh in development of a quarterback. So what? You know what? So when the Steelers finally get their man after Big Ben, they'll get a young guy, and down the road, it'll benefit the Steelers when they get that guy. But as of right now, going into next season, I think Big Ben was the right move. I really believe he's going to ball. He's going to do well. Get him a running back. Okay. The reason I say that.
Please remember, it's 4 minutes. You're taking 3. You're leaving me with 1. I want to eat 2. You ain't the only one hungry, baby. I promise you, I'm hungry too.
Go ahead.
Offensively, Claypool, Washington, Deontay Johnson, Ebron, Juju. Y'all set up. I'm going to name you about 4 or 5 running backs. Who you think makes the best fit for the Pittsburgh Steelers? These guys are on the market. You got Kenyon Drake. That was just with the Arizona Cardinals. Leonard Fournette, that just came from the Tampa Bay Bucs in that championship. You got the often injured Todd Gurley. Hold up. You got Chris Carson from Seattle, who could run pretty tough there. You got Marlon Mack coming off a big injury. Now, there's other running backs, but they're more like receiving running back. Y'all need a diehard runner, right or wrong.
Right.
Like,
We need a downfield runner. We need
okay, let me
somebody
ask you
that.
something. Would you take Le'Veon Bell back?
Me personally, I thought they should have. When the Jets were giving him up, I thought that was the move. They should have swallowed their pride and they should have got Le'Veon Bell back. And you know what? Okay, I understand. All right, it wasn't going to happen, but I would have loved to see Le'Veon back. Now, I like the running backs you named. Listen, I like Carson or I like Jones from Green Bay. He's also available.
Yeah, Aaron Jones is available. That's a fact.
Now, the reason I say Big Ben's going to be okay next year if he gets a running back is because statistically, Big Ben's career record when a running back runs for 100 yards, it's 106 wins and 20 losses. That's an 84% winning percentage. That's crazy. 106
well, a lot
and 20.
of superstar running back. I'm pretty sure you run Aaron Rodgers numbers like that. Don't be the same shit. Same thing with Wilson, Russell Wilson.
Yeah, but you got to understand.
I know what you're saying.
We had no running game last year. No running game.
Well, listen, James Conner did good the prior year. Now, I know he didn't show up last year, but you guys' offensive line was horrible, Felix.
Of course.
You got to admit that. You got to admit it.
Yeah.
Any running back, it's almost impossible to run with no line. Ezekiel Elliott's production went way down because their line was shot. Running backs need a line. They need people to push people the other way. Because if the defenders are up the field, you tell me how you going, unless you're Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders the only guy that motherfuckers in the backfield and don't break your 80-yard run. Ain't no Barry Sanders no more. Again.
You're right. We need to work on the offensive line. Ponce retired. But
that's
you gotta, the draft is very important. I think the Steelers will make the right moves in the draft and in free agency. The key is this, salary cap wise, it's about money. That's what prevents the Steelers from really, being dominant in a way of filling the roster with key guys in key positions. But I think that with Ben Roethlisberger reconstructing his contract, and the Steelers are going to have to sacrifice. They're going to have to let 3 guys probably walk. Probably Villanova, offensive line. They're going to probably have to let Williams, linebacker, walk, and might even lose Ebron. But in doing that, you got other guys that can step up. The Steelers have always been good in next man up. They're always good drafting. So I think overall, I think the Steelers will be okay. Like I said, I'm concerned, and my priority would be getting a running back that can solidify that running game. And I think the Steelers will be okay. Listen, as long as they're a contending team, that anything can happen.
Okay, great point. Y'all need an offensive line. Y'all need pieces on that draft. And I think you might want to go to free agent because you don't want to put on rookies out there either.
Well, we're gonna get some free agents. There's some names that are being mentioned.
Right.
And so we'll get the Steelers. Listen, if there's any
organization, let me get a word in. You got to get the line in. You got to get your running back. You got Dupree coming back and Bush coming back to an already crazy defense. And I'm mad that y'all didn't get motherfucking Watts. Y'all should have went after Watts.
He didn't want to come. It's not about we didn't go after him. He didn't want to come.
That's hard to believe. But listen, any last words? We're about 4 minutes over.
Listen.
Great as always. You and Ernest Vega. Y'all know I love y'all like my brothers because y'all keep me with the sports thing going. I got a smile inside my brain when I fuck with y'all. Any last words before we hang it up, my brother?
Listen, I appreciate you and love to you and to everyone watching, and keep supporting our York sports. And it's always great, man. It's an honor. And you know what? 10 years from now, we're gonna look back at this, and it's gonna mean more than what it means today.
Oh, I like
God bless you, my brother.
I like that. Tell your beautiful girlfriend, future fiance, thank you for giving us this opportunity. Tell her I'm very thankful, and you have a great night with her, buddy.
She said you owe her one day.
All right, my brother. Felix Jacino
All
in the
right,
building.
take care,
All right,
man.
baby. All right. Okay, guys. That's it. We had Ernest Vegas step up to the plate. We got rid of the black market shit. King Felix step up to the plate as always. And another show of the Al York Sports Show open sessions. Remember I told y'all, TGI Friday, no drinking and driving. Salute to Bobby Schmurder, just came home of 7 years. Thank y'all. I'm going to see y'all Tuesday. And I got a new show coming out. I'm not going to mention what it is. It's coming out soon. Thank you, guys. I love you guys. Enjoy your weekend, baby. No drinking and driving. It's the fucking law. Love, y'all. Al York Sports.